Let go of things or people that are holding you back from being successful in this business. Let go of it. You must let go of it. And see, a lot of times there are things going on in our life, things going on in our business, and we don't know the root cause of it. And as I talked about last year, there's a 4-step process to solving problems and issues. A 4-step process. The first thing you must do is you must trace it. Trace it back to the root. Try to figure out the nature of what is going on. See, when you learn the nature of something, you can master it. You can't master what's around you until you master what's in you. You can't. An elephant. If you learn the nature of an elephant, you can harness it and you can ride it, or you can put that elephant to work, or you can make it do tricks in a circus. Okay? If you learn the nature of a killer whale, you can make it jump through hoops or whatever else they do at SeaWorld. If you learn the nature of air itself, you can create something that allows you to harness that air and fly on it and gets us all over the world. If you learn the nature of water, you can create a vessel that allows you to float on that water. And then, of course, you can also create electricity. If you learn the nature of what your issues are, you can figure out how to master them. And then, of course, that takes you to step number 2. It's facing the issue. You trace it, and then you must face it. A lot of times we identify what or who the problem is, and then we don't want to face it. You must face it, okay? You must face it. Look at it head on and say, you have got to change, or I have got to make some changes. I have got to do something different because I can't continue to live like this. If you've got financial issues, trace it back to the root. You may have some errors in judgment that you're making on a daily basis that's gotten you to the point where you are now. If your business isn't growing like you want it to, there may be some things that have gotten you to that point. So once you trace it, then you must face it. Then, of course, you must erase it. You must erase it. Number 3, you must erase it. A lot of times we edit our reality, or we try to let it hang around and we think, hey, it'll get better. Or we try to let a person hang around and say, hey, the relationship will get better. A relationship will get better. The mentorship will get better. Whatever will get better. Remember, ship, okay? A ship is designed to take you somewhere. If that relationship is not taking you somewhere, then it's time to replace it. Does that make sense? If the mentorship is not taking you somewhere, it's time to find a better one. If your mindset is not taking you somewhere, it's time to fix your mindset. So make sure that you replace it, and then, erase it. And then, of course, 4th is you got to erase it, okay? You got to erase it, you got to replace it. Number 4 is replace it. Replace it. Make sure that you replace the bad habits with positive things. Replace those bad relationships with good mentorship and good people around you. And so these are some of the things that will help you to be able to get rid of some of the things that are holding you back in life. You got to do it in order to be successful in this business. And see, here's what happens if you don't. It's something, a lot of people use this word called stress, okay? Stress. Now, who in here feels like you've been stressed before? Okay? I know I have, until I changed my mindset. I decided 7 years ago that I would no longer be stressed. And the reason why is this. Stress is a choice. Stress is a choice. Here's why. If someone is in my life and they're stressing me out, and I choose not to make a change, then that means I'm choosing to continue to be stressed. If my business is not taking me where I want to go because of my lack of activity, and I don't start doing the proper activity, that means I'm choosing to be stressed. Instead of calling something stressful, I call it tension, okay? Tension is good. See, stress will drive you to drinking. Tension causes you to start thinking, okay? Thinking about what you have to do to be able to change your situation.